Fear. Our brains are hardwired to experience fear. In an evolutionary sense, the traits that survive are the ones that keep us alive long enough to reach a reproductive age. Our brains are really concerned with just keeping us alive long enough so we can reproduce. Some refer to it as our lizard brain. Our brain's natural way of taking care of us and keeping us safe doesn't necessarily provide us with the best preparation for living in our modern world. When we were hunter-gatherers, it paid to be very cautious, to be anxious, to always be looking out for the potential threat that could save your life from a predator. But we live in an industrialized world where these biological impulses aren't always productive. We fear the predator when there is none. The truth is, most of the things we fear never happen. We know this, and yet every time it feels like it just might be different. That predator might be around the corner. But as Marianne Williamson says, only love is real. Everything else is an illusion. Let's meditate on it, shall we? All right, so let's start our 4-part breath. Okay, breathe in to your stomach, to your chest, to your neck, to your head. Hold. And release from your head, from your neck, from your chest, from your stomach. Breathe in again to your stomach, to your chest, to your neck, to your head. Hold. And release from your head, from your neck, from your chest, from your stomach. One last time, breathe in to your diaphragm, to your chest, to your neck, to your head. Hold. And release from your head, from your neck, from your chest, from your stomach. Know that you are safe, protected, and taken care of. Think of something in your life that brings you a sense of fear. Imagine that you are in a room and you are standing across from a bookshelf. But it's not an ordinary bookshelf because it shimmers with like golden sparkly light. And you notice and you feel and you intuit that the light is a healing light. And whenever something is put onto this bookshelf, it automatically transforms into love. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of not being good enough? Being too good? Not having money? Having too much money? Are you afraid of disappointing someone? Afraid of being alone? Visualize that which you fear. And imagine that this fear can fit in the palm of your hand. And you can look down and you can see this thing that you fear that sometimes can feel very scary and intimidating and suffocating. But right now it just feels kind of like a funny little creature in your hand. And with this fear in your hand, you walk over to the bookshelf and you notice that the bookshelf is lined with jars. And the jar is the perfect size to fit the fear in your hand. So you take a jar off the shelf and you gently put the fear in the jar, and you put a lid on the jar and close it. You are safe. You are protected. Now you walk back over to the shelf and you put the jar on the shelf, and you know that by putting the fear in the jar and the jar on the shelf, you have given this fear over to the light, and you trust that this will be transformed into love. You also know that by putting this jar on the shelf, that means you are letting go of that fear. And if ever you find trouble, you can always come back here again to the shelf that is filled with divine healing light that protects you and guides you. Slowly, you can start coming out of the meditation and wiggling fingers and toes, moving your head around on your shoulders. And on your own time, you can open your eyes. I always recommend journaling right after a meditation so you don't forget what happened and you don't forget whatever shifts or changes or thoughts or ideas came to you. So I'll give you a few seconds now for you to write exactly what comes to your mind. No pressure, no right or wrong. Just take some notes for yourself.